Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm the Skin Connoisseur UK, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about hyperpigmentation. So hyperpigmentation is a really common condition affecting most people, categorized by darkening of the skin, and that's due to excess melanin being produced in this area. So hyperpigmentation, it can show up in small patches, slightly larger patches, and sometimes even cover the entire body. While it's nothing to be entirely concerned about, it can sometimes represent an underlying medical condition, so it is important to get it checked if you do have any other concerns. If you've not been to my channel before, I'm the Skin Connoisseur UK, and my page is everything dedicated to skincare and aesthetics. So do have a look around, check out some of my videos. I have some content on face masks, different skin conditions, and also some treatments that I've had done as well. So have a look around, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get further into this talk about hyperpigmentation. So in hyperpigmentation, the term hyper means more, and pigmentation refers to the darker hue that is left from this common skin condition. Hyperpigmentation can commonly appear as brown spots. They can be dark, they can be black, sometimes also even pink or grey depending on your skin tone. Sometimes they can be referred to as sunspots, and even most commonly freckles. So freckles is a form of hyperpigmentation. So hyperpigmentation can affect everyone from all ethnicities and backgrounds. However, in darker skin types, it is more common due to the way that the melanin reacts when it comes in contact with such injury, which causes inflammation. Hence why when darker people get spots and the spot is popped or goes down, it tends to leave that annoying dark mark behind. So there are three main common types of hyperpigmentation. So the first one that we're going to discuss is melasma. So melasma is a common hyperpigmentation skin change that is caused mainly due to hormones. So if you're someone who is on the contraceptive pill, for example, or maybe you're pregnant and you notice a darkening of the skin, this can particularly be around the eyes and sometimes in pregnant women across the stomach as well. These hormonal changes cause hyperpigmentation, which can be quite easily treated once diagnosed or seen by a professional. The second type of hyperpigmentation is sunspots. Exposing your skin to sun across a long period of time will cause these spots and these development of hyperpigmentation. You may have seen this on older people in particular, where they've got these little freckle-like appearances across their arms. So sunspots, freckles, more or less the same thing. So it's really important to ensure that you are using your SPF across your body, no matter what skin type you are, in order to help prevent this. The third type of hyperpigmentation, the most common, is post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So this is seen when you have a spot, a scratch, a scar, etc., and it fades away, leaving that dark mark behind, which we all hate. So particularly if you're dark skinned, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This is due to the reaction of the melanocyte cells caused due to the injury and the inflammation, leaving this annoying dark mark behind. Luckily, there are a few treatments available that can help to fade this skin condition. A common cause of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, with that being said, of course, is acne. So if you are someone who suffers with acne, just do ensure that you use your SPF every single day. Reapply every 2 hours as well, because when you do have these spots and they're consistently going through their changes throughout the day, you're more likely to scar due to the exposure within the sun, etc. So use your SPF. If you are someone who commonly suffers from hyperpigmentation, you may be wondering how long you will have these scars for. So depending on the severity of the hyperpigmentation, it can often take months or sometimes even years to fade and clear successfully. That being said, other spots can also appear over time if you're not taking care of your skin with the correct precautions. So it is important to just make sure that you're protecting your skin, being patient with your skin as well if you do have hyperpigmentation. And if it's severe enough to be affecting your activities of daily living, then do consult a professional such as a dermatologist for example. So how can you treat hyperpigmentation? You can see your GP or a specialized dermatologist, and they can be able to diagnose your hyperpigmentation specifically, in addition to what type of hyperpigmentation that you may have. So this will often be done by a physical exam, where they may touch the skin, look at the skin, and potentially even use a specialist UV light just to assess the skin in much more detail. Once you're diagnosed, there are many different creams and treatments out there that can help to basically get rid of the hyperpigmentation. So one of the most common ones is a product known as a retinol or tretinoin, which is your most advanced strength retinol. So by using this each evening or every other evening, this will help to basically shed the skin on the face and encourage a new fresh layer to come up, which will basically clear and fade the hyperpigmentation. Another method is to use a prescription strength cream or gel known as hydroquinone. There's a lot of talk about hydroquinone. It's very you need to be very careful when using it, so make sure that you're buying it under a medical prescriber's advice. Don't just buy it online and think you could do it yourself. It's a chemical that you don't really want to mess about with. However, it is really effective for helping to lift and clear any hyperpigmentation scars. So with hydroquinone, it's like a very controlled drug. You have to ensure that you are using SPF as well. So if you're someone who doesn't like using an SPF, then this treatment probably won't be for you, as it will do more harm to the skin than good if you're not taking the correct precautions. Hydroquinone is also a skin lightening agent. So in addition to lifting your hyperpigmentation scars, you can expect the overall tone of your skin to lighten as well. So this is something to be aware of. The lifting of the skin, it doesn't entirely look desirable, but it is temporary. It will fade the hyperpigmentation scars, and eventually your skin tone will return back to normal. With your retinol and your hydroquinone, do take it under a medical prescriber's advice, as mentioned, as you don't want to get darkening of your skin. So with this being used, this can take a few months to effectively lighten the skin, depending on how severe your hyperpigmentation is. The best way to basically prevent and help to get rid of hyperpigmentation is by using your SPF. So your SPF needs to be in a strength of 30 or 50. You need to be reapplying this every 2 hours ideally, and this is going to really help to stop the UV exposure from getting within the deeper layers of the skin, which causes hyperpigmentation. So do ensure that you are using a really good SPF and that you are applying regularly. So with your SPF, you want to use at least a teaspoon in amount, and this is really going to help you with when you're using your retinol and your hydroquinone in your skin lightening process. Essentially, if you can, do look for a mineral sunscreen that has iron oxide in it, as this is really good at helping to basically reflect the light from the sun, reflect the UV light. It can often leave a blue cast, so that is something to be aware of, that annoying blue cast, but it works. Overall, with that being said, hyperpigmentation generally isn't harmful, and it is quite easily treatable as well, depending on your type of hyperpigmentation that you are suffering with. The main takeaway from this video, I would say to just use your SPF, as some people can find but by just using their SPF regularly, their hyperpigmentation eventually fades. So do bear that in mind. Of course, when you consult your dermatologist, more aggressive approaches can be undertaken and reviewed, such as a chemical peel, for example, or laser treatments, which can be really good for helping to fade these annoying hyperpigmentation scars. With that being said, there's no 100% guarantee that your hyperpigmentation will 1000% just fade completely, even if you are undertaking some treatments. So be patient with your skin, and if it is bothering you, there are mineral makeup choices out there as well, which you can use to help cover the hyperpigmentation if you do find that it isn't clearing after a while. So that's it from me, just a super quick video on hyperpigmentation. I hope you've learned a lot from this video. Do have a look around at some of my other videos as well, which may help you in your skincare journey, and I hope to see you guys soon. Take care, subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.